now more than ever. We're short of workers. We have a population that is not reproducing it on its own with the same level that it used to. The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers, and all of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented there are here.
There were at least 3 hearings that we conducted, one of which was designed specifically to determine the effect of illegal immigration on black workers. We had a panel of experts who testified, and they spanned the ideological spectrum. Regardless of whether or not they disagreed on discrete policy issues, each and every one of them agreed that illegal immigration has a decidedly negative impact on black wage levels and employment levels. If you've got a significant influx of low-wage labor, what does it do? It depresses wage levels, correct? And what we found also was, regardless of the wage levels, illegal immigrants displaced black workers in areas that had traditionally been populated by black workers. And the reason for that is because what you find is black workers, particularly black males, are disproportionately concentrated in the low-wage labor market and are disproportionately likely to have no more than a high school diploma. And the same is true for the cohort of illegal aliens, and they compete with one another in areas such as construction, hospitality, service, and agriculture. This was not a small displacement either. We had one witness who testified that after he had run the numbers, he found that 40% of the decline in labor participation rates among black workers over 3 decades was attributable to competition from illegal immigration. Comes to nearly 1 million fewer jobs for black Americans as a result of the competition from illegal immigrants. And it's not just the employment levels, it's the wage levels also.
Peace, love, and reparations. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, that like button. Also hit that share button, Family, I want to get into this this video real quick, talking about with Donald Trump speaking on his plan when he gets back in office, which I do believe he'll win if he runs again, especially based off what he's talking about now. I did a video not too long ago about Trump, and he was speaking on, the whole, changing kids' sex and things like that, and how he was going to change that and put a stop to that. So he's also talking about putting a stop to all this deportation. To all this immigration, and he was going to put out a mass deportation once he gets in the office. And I want y'all to hear him speak on that, because that, as you can see in the intro, based off from the Center of Immigration Research, that immigration is actually hurting foundational Black Americans. So what Trump is doing is actually helpful. I'm not telling you to vote for Trump. I'm not a Trump advocate. I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not saying that I am voting for Trump at this point right here, but I am saying that he does have better policies, right? Because this is policies over party. He does have better policies than the Democrats. But I'm gonna let y'all listen to what he had to say.
When I'm back in the White House, the very first reconciliation bill I will sign will be for a massive increase in Border Patrol and a colossal increase in the number of ICE deportation officers. And I want to thank the Border Patrol. These are incredible people. And I want to thank ICE, and in particular, I want to thank Brandon Judd, Border Patrol, and Tom Homan, Central Casting. He's Central Casting. Under my leadership, we will use all necessary state, local, federal, and military resources to carry out the largest domestic deportation operation in American history. Other countries are emptying out their prisons, insane asylums, and mental institutions, and sending all of their problems right into their dumping ground, the USA. Think of it. They're emptying out their prisons, and you've heard me say that, but they're also emptying out their mental institutions. And to use a strong couple of words, insane asylum. Insane asylum, that's where, anybody see Silence of the Lamb? That's where they come from, insane asylum. That's a stronger word than a mental institution. And they're putting them into our country. Thank you very much. I will ask every state and federal agency to identify every known or suspected gang member in America, and every one of them that is here illegally. And the towns know who they are. The towns and cities or the police. We love our police. The police know who they are. And we will pick them up and we will throw them out of our country, and there will be no questions asked.
I feel like he had to word that like that as far as like, saying the whole gang thing. But he really just talking about immigrants and all. You feel me? He want to make it seem like he want to get out the bad ones, but he really want to get out all of them. And again, I think it needs to be definitely a stop to illegal immigration, but also a massive decline in regular immigration, just in general, in legal immigration. Yeah, so like you just can't just come over here and, use up all the resources and then, send a lot of your bread back to the crib. Meanwhile, we not getting anything as foundational Black Americans as far as reparations. And that's another thing, too. So he didn't bring up, of course, he didn't bring up reparations, but also he brought up the police. And this is another reason I'm not advocating, voting for Trump, because at the end of the day, right, he's still a bigot. He's still, a Republican, and both sides of the aisle, are anti-foundational Black American. But at the end of the day, when people do have policies that will help foundational Black Americans, because again, you listen to the intro, the Democrats are bringing in massive, massive immigrants, right? And it's actually hurting us more than it's hurting anybody else. You heard the Center of Immigration Research say that. This is hurting Black people worse than it's hurting anybody else. So Trump's policy would actually benefit foundational Black Americans. But then when he starts speaking about the police, you know what I'm saying? That's where, I fall apart with him at. We love the police and things like that. Because I already know what we love the police comes with funding the police, which again comes to, our prison systems being filled up with foundational Black Americans. And, we not even committing half the crimes, even though we have the prison population. But family, I just wanted to kick it about that and let y'all know that, sometimes we do have to watch what's going on in this political arena, because at the end of the day, you never know what somebody has to offer, right? So you don't know if a Republican, not even Trump, I'm just saying in general, just a different Republican might have to offer, even though, because a lot of us are stuck on the Democratic train, and who knows, right? They might have something that we can rock with. They might have stuff that we can't rock with. You feel what I'm saying? But we have to make a decision as a group, who we're going to back and who we're going to, whose policies we're going to follow. Because this is about policy, not party. Policy, not party. This is policy over party, family. All right. So I'm going to let y'all go. I just wanted to kick that with y'all, give y'all an update on what's going on. Y'all, I hope y'all had a productive weekend, and I hope y'all have a more productive week. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow me on my podcast, family. And if you're listening from the podcast, follow me on my YouTube. All right. We up out of here, fam. Y'all be easy, man. Y'all have a blessed one.